Now, if you remember, previous video we spoke about NIO share price exploding today. I mean, just as I'm doing this video, NIO stock price it's up 9% or over 9%, but XPeng on the other hand, it's up plus 12%. Now, some of the people have already posted some questions. DM me and check why XPeng is super high, especially after the Q2 earnings which came 2 days, especially after the Q2 earnings that just recently came. But the share price or stock price of XPeng finished the day after those earnings 4% or up 4% for the day, which was pretty decent, still pretty good. I mean, XPeng earnings came very, very well, but it appears that also the sentiment or whatever happened on XPeng, even the new investors expect the similar positive earnings from the Q2 earnings that are coming on the 2nd of obviously September of this year. Now, what led into the shares of XPeng today to skyrocket, or what's leading the share price of XPeng to spike today is for a fact that, as it has been, the XPeng CEO Xiaopeng purchased 3.1 million Class A ordinary shares of the company between the 20th and 21st of August at an average price of 80.49 HKD, right? It looks like Hong Kong share price, right? Now, this is very, very interesting, right? I mean, and by the way, it's not the very first time the XPeng CEO buys the shares of XPeng. I mean, CEO of XPeng started buying shares, or we saw him first buying shares, I think, when it was around or almost $10 per stock. And it has been one of the things that made the share price of XPeng to be where it is, or to outpace NIO a bit, because this shows investors that, look, the CEO, the chairman, is confident on the fact that the company will do very, very well. Not that the NIO CEO is not optimistic or positive onto NIO, but this, I think, just gives a signal, a stamp to the investors when they see a CEO of a company buying his own shares. It brings this massive confidence, which results even in the retailers to probably go as heavy as they can, because look, at the end of the day, he's the chairman, is the CEO. He knows not only what XPeng is doing now, but he also knows where XPeng is headed, where XPeng would be the next year, in the next 2 years. And he's been right. I mean, and it's just so great because, like I said, I started buying when XPeng was around $9-10 per stock, and look where XPeng share price is at right now. And so many people, when they saw this, they said, we wish the CEO of NIO can also do this, because this shows the confidence that the CEO has on his company. But again, let's not get it twisted. CEO of NIO not buying NIO shares does not mean that he's not bullish onto NIO. I mean, you will see that when you talk about someone who's dedicated into a company, he's one of those few CEOs that are really passionate about the job and seeing about their job as the CEO and seeing NIO succeed, which is why we've been seeing him working so hard, making sure that he's in the front line, whether delivering cars, launching products, making sure that he's doing brand awareness himself. I mean, the CEO of NIO has worked or continues to work so many roles over and above just becoming a CEO of NIO. And that alone shows us that he's making sure that NIO gets to succeed. And look, though the NIO CEO has not been buying shares of NIO, but there's been statement that he has been making confidently and telling us that things will get better. Blue sky will definitely come, and those that are persevering throughout the headwinds of the share price will most definitely be rewarded with time. So look, man, it's something that is just so great. Anyways, I have discussed also what is making the NIO share price to surge the way it is today. It's because they have pre-launched the NIO ES8. It's funny how some of you guys come and comment, right? I mean, on the previous video, apparently I made a mistake along the lines. I know I did say it was a pre-launch, but I think there might be a place where I said it was a launch or NIO ES8 launch, which of course it was a mistake, but some of you guys are just so brutal. You come at me as if maybe I've been saying it was an official launch, but probably it was just a mistake at that point. So that pre-launch of NIO of the ES8 that we saw, it is the one that is resulting the shares of NIO to be up over 9%. We saw it first when the Onvo L90 was pre-launched, and we are seeing it again, and this simply means that the market sees the massive potential that lies within NIO. I can tell you right now that after the pre-launch of the NIO ES8, I can guarantee you that, look man, this car is going to sell like crazy. It might be one of the best-selling cars of NIO, maybe even being in the top 3, who knows. But the price that they told us that they launched, the 308,000 RMB or $42,000 starting price of that model with bus, it's something that is just so great, and it gives me the confidence that indeed the blue sky is coming. The pre-launch was successful. I want to make that mistake again. The pre-launch was successful. The pre-launch, we saw, of course, the NIO CEO demonstrating massive features of the NIO ES8, of the NIO ES8. And I must say, the standing, or one of the most standing features that it has that I like, is of course that feature of a tire burst at a speed of 130 km/h, where the car, when you are panicking, because in most cases, you and me as human beings, sometimes when you get a tire burst, especially at that high speed, chances are high that that car or the car that we are driving can even roll, because we are trying to press the brakes, we are trying to make sure that we try to control the steering wheel, but we end up getting it wrong, right? And most of the time you find that even lives, or our lives, gets to put at risk. But not with the NIO ES8, right? To know that it will take over and ensure that the car comes stable on the side of the road, it's something that is just so massive, and it makes me to look forward to the official launch that is coming on a NIO Day 2025 in September. I'm making sure that I'm saying it as it is. NIO Day coming in September, where NIO will officially launch this vehicle, and after the launch, or during that launch, they are going to start immediately with the deliveries, which is something that we are waiting for. Investors are waiting to see how far will this model get NIO to the next level. But anyways, I'm not here to talk about the ES8. What I'm here to talk about, obviously, is why you should not really be worried why the NIO CEO is not probably buying NIO shares, right? It will be good. I'm not saying it won't be good. It will be good if he can. I would like him to also buy, but him not also buying, it's not a train smash at all. I think he is doing enough work, and NIO is in a great path to victory, in a great path to profitability, and those persevering will most definitely be rewarded with time. Like this video, subscribe, hit that notification bell. All that I say here, my opinions, not PR advice. If you seek PR advice, you already know what to do by now, and that is you need to consult the professionals. Like, share, subscribe. I'll see you on the next one. That's all from me, and God bless you all.